really got like a comfortable map in the control.
Although it was high-rise forever. They have played it time and time again. It's just they weren't winning it against the top teams.
I mean comfortable, yeah, winning. Sorry.
Winning it. No, so
winning one,
you're not wrong, but one place they have been comfortable in is this Karachi Hardpoint, one of their go-tos. 5-3 on the year. On the other side for LAG, it was their best. They were one of the best at it, but as you can see, it has fallen off 4-8. Then this is a rematch from our Major 3 losers round 1 that Carolina was able to win in a 3-1 fashion. And both of the hard points are the same in this series.
And you saw the overall stats, like you handled this particular matchup if you are Royal Ravens, but you can't do what also I was saying, like play down to your competition. You've got to bring it, and you would hope that's not going to be the case at this time of the year. When whatever, you know, everything is on the line, you're trying to get top 8, you're just on the outside looking in. You can't play down to anything. You need to be bringing it.
No, I mean, similar to like the Seattle Cubs, maybe not as chaotic as they were, but the passion behind it, right?
It's gotta be.
Just showing the energy that we heard earlier today. Just, yeah, every single match for these guys. Same on the LAG side. Listen, these guys are not out of it whatsoever. 110 points. They win this. They're tied with Carolina. But a great start here as Fellow gets right back to work 4-0.
Yeah, for, I mean, Gorillas, you've got those 2 top 6s in your backpack. It's just you haven't been able to do anything online. Is this the qualifier where maybe it changes? Or was it the hard point now where you start to bring it back? You start at about a 30-0 hole, a chance now to pop off in your second hard point, but Big Clayster starting to pick you apart. He's able to find 2. TJ through on the flank. That'll be 3 down. Into the point they go. Spawning out back alley will be LAG. A chance to get a break. It's a big time here if you're Royal Ravens.
Yeah,
they're finding the next wave,
yeah,
too.
You're in the blender right now if you are LAG. Clay's on 5 in a row looking for number 6, and you're going to see number 8, Gwyn. He's not moving because he's just going to rotate to P3, and this is pretty much 2 perfect back-to-back hard points for Carolina. You hit the 24-0 start. You get a couple of seconds there for LAG at the start of this, but now you can see it's all about the rotation.
Yeah, I didn't see the couple of picks early in Clay for that hard point, but gets it done easily. The fact he gets a double to set them up. TJ now finding kills as well. Still trying to hold on this side of the map. We'll see what he's able to do as there are 2 players to deal with. He's finally going to drop, but yeah, you get every second in the hard point. Now you rotate across. This time, if you're LAG, can you hold? Or is it going to be another big break here from Royal Ravens?
Yeah, 5-0 for Clay. Trying to see if he can get that cruise. He's been 5-0 for a while. He's got 53 seconds already on the time. There is 1 player pinching, and Estriel, it takes down 2 of his teammates, but you at least get the cruise. There is the trade. So LAG, they win the rotation. They take their time. Now they can get settled at this P3.
Slow down the bleeding. Get some easy time. Nice little wall bang there to finish it off, but it will be Clay to follow it up with a headshot. Still 30 to work within the point, so you're going to take another crack at this. They start to work and burst on through. Not able to do it, though. Estriel and Flames still here with the cutoff, still finding the big kills. Much better than the P2. It has been clean here, and Estriel still keeping it rolling. 3 straight for him.
Yeah, they needed this. I mean, it was just such a hot start for Carolina. They got everything that they wanted. You took the long routes as a squad, and, well, it pays off. You're able to earn. Well, it's pretty much going to be a tie game. And then on rotation, Fame has been here forever. He's just been hanging out inside a fountain. So now Fame hoods up. Trying to find the next player, does get taken down, so Carolina with control of the hill.
Yeah, I mean, if that was an early break again from Royal Ravens, you might be in like a 10 to 100 hole or something. Like, it was going to be brutal. But yeah, you get it back and going. Clay, though, with some early kills around the hard point, similar to the P2. Flames, though, able to get one over the top with the nade. Felony, though, instantly with the angle, and Felony is taking wigs. Able to get back-to-back headshots there on Estriel and Flames. Felony with 3. Felony sending it Major for 4. That guy was a bit different. You heard Ankai talking about it. At LAN, he was a beast.
Well, he has been, yeah, one of the biggest difference makers from online to LAN, right? I think it's like a plus, what, 0.16 or 7, like the difference in his stats. So he has been key. It's just, yeah, can he bring this consistency? Now, LAG do have the lead. Fellow's going to spawn all the way out. So a couple of key gunfights going down all around the map on this rotation, but it's pretty much a 2-on-2 near P5. It's going to be Gwyn who's taken down. So LAG, not only are they back in this game, now a chance to take a pretty significant lead.
The opportunity to do it, just getting kills at the right time.
Do have the cruise, yep.
Cruise in after TJ finds a kill. What will this lead to? Looking to open it up, trying to get the back door and able to do that. Diamond Khan is going to drop. Presence there from Felony and through the front. Gwyn able to find one as well. The break will come on through. So now you've had a break at P2, a break at P4, and really what you need to get going here. So break at P5.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the cruise missile, right? You play for the 1 kill. Then you're just able to all push through from the B3 side. LAG going at this one more time. Not going to set up for RP1. And they're going to find all the kills. They get a 3-dead scenario. So, I mean, what, the crews, you get the break, but I think you get majority of that time if you're LAG.
Yeah, I mean, based on how this game started, looking great for LAG.
Yeah, you take this all day.
Yeah, I thought they had like a foot to the throat early in this one, but they start to fire back. Now we'll see what they can do with the second set of rotations. They hold a 15-point advantage, and Fame and Estriel are through on the feed. TJ trying to dance mid-map, thought he needed the help, didn't, was still able to pick up both kills. As he'll stay down the point, pick up this time, you got left side spawn, so fellow who just dropped, you're spawning by P2, so you're in a great position here to kind of get off to a strong start like you did last time in the Hardpoint. For Royal Ravens, it's kind of be everything after that.
Yeah, and I mean, win 4 and 10, and we've seen this at times in his first maps. I don't know what it is.
He's had a bunch of duds in map 1.
Yeah, map 1, I'm not exactly sure. And we're going to a Rio search, so it wouldn't surprise me if next game he somehow has a double-digit S&D in next map, but he has had this at times. Just cannot get rolling.
I almost want to say more often than not. I swear to God, his map 1 is just...
At least stage 3.
Is like not great, and then he erupts over the course of the rest of the series. Yeah, not exactly sure what it is, but we'll see if he starts to bring it back within this map. But so much time accrued in that Hardpoint 1. Second, ready to pop up the gut will be Estriel, and maybe he's going to find an opening and trying to pick up that setup at back alley. He's able to do that as TJ can't snap in time, but the rest of his teammates able to find the kill. So the one opener from Gorilla's not going to get you through. Now you're able to rally back into the Hardpoint. Felony working on this 3 straight. Got trophy for coverage in the point. Got the cross from Fellow. What can you turn this into?
I mean, you have dominated P1 and P2 now if you are Carolina, just both times through. They are in full control, winning rotation. Fellow on 6 in a row. Carolina up 60 now. Let's go to a listen with the Royal Ravens.
Watching secret. Anybody secret or yellow? Nobody secret or yellow? Nobody secret or yellow?
Hold on. In new flames. In new flames. I have a streak.
Slow it down.
Do you have a streak or some shit? I'm coming.
Just wait till Tyler's close. He's gonna slow me. We gotta wait.
I'll pop you off hold, and you guys go left.
Yeah.
I'll streak in a sec. Okay, I'm gonna streak now. Stay up.
Back car.
Top red, one shot. Oh yeah, one's top red, one's back car, one's mid alley. Alright, one's in red and one's in fountain, one's in new. In red, in fountain, and in new.
I don't see him top red. I'm holding bedroom.
He could be low.
No,
we're
going
going red.
behind me low.
We're going red.
I don't know where the fuck this kid went, bro.
One low coop. Take yours down. Could be barrel.
Bedroom one shot, Estriel. He went into big.
And there's two. One's pushed out hidden, one's top big.
Spawned right.
Let's play through right here.
Top trips to church.
I'm in the back. I'm dead.
Nice.
He's in the back. Nice, I'm coming mid. Yeah. One was red. One time. Weak. Dead in time. One's gonna be left on the back. Give me in the back. Yeah, dumpster.
I'm looking in the back.
I'm in your close cubby. I have your cross. My mid's open. There's two. One more in the back.
Name in the back door dead. I haven't got there 2 weak dead.
Nice.
Missing one.
Could be mid. IP5. Could be mid. IP5.
I'm gonna come left.
IP5 could be mid. Don't shoot mid. Give me trip. Yeah, they wrapped. I'm gonna push through red here, okay? No. I'm gonna repinch. Just you guys hold third, I'm repinching.
Top church.
One's top red.
Top church.
One's top red, I'm behind him. Dead, top red?
Top church.
What seemed to be maybe a frustrating streak usage, then to make it up for it as TJ's able to get to the backside of the Hardpoint and find the opener, but yeah, not much from the crews.
No, not much. I think he just, maybe not the best hill to use it on. Also, he kind of said stay up, and then 2 of his teammates died. So, it doesn't work out, but they get the break with around 27 seconds, puts them up to 222 in position to close out this map as Clay gonna find a double now, just try to get on the time as many points as he can.
Gwen still slow one.
That's
6
fine.
kills in this, but you are winning. No, it really is. Like, you kind of love to see it. Let some of the vets here pick it up, put through the numbers. They're doing just that.
Well, he has been using a 3rd MCW. I don't know if it's due to the buff or maybe they want to slow down on some of their setups on this map. I mean, it's paid off in some areas, but maybe just slowing him down so he doesn't get too eager in some scenarios is what they're looking for.
Could very well be, and sometimes when you're making a change like that, it takes a little bit of time to get used to. He's able to hit, though, with the pistol, get up to 7. 24 points needed for the victory. He still gets shot through, and the cross is open there for Diamond Con. TJ then in the top red, looking for eyes, able to win it, but almost gets just ripped. Thankfully, he gets the headshot.
Yeah, and then on the other side, it's a 2 versus 2. Flames and Diamond Con, they're going to lose out on that. So now all the pressure has to come through the front. TJ going to be ready for the first. Waiting for his teammates, maybe to bumping off the hill. But LAG, you got to go. You are across the map. You lose right here.
Yeah, at first I was like looking at the routes. I'm like, they see the sprint to the point. Like, they don't have any time. But they did have a couple of seconds to try and group up and burst on through. But the door gets slammed shut. All 4 drop. TJ ends on 5 straight. And Carolina Royal Ravens they will get the map 1 victory. Gwen is chuckling it on up because, yeah, he's like, all right, boys, good stuff. Thanks for the carry. I guarantee they're laughing about Gwen's performance because I swear to dude, I got to get somebody to go through and look at some of his map 1s. Like, I
think a lot of them are Karachi as well that we've casted.
It's just like he'll have these rough ones, and then I promise you as the series gets going, he starts to fry. But, yeah, 7 and 18, 1,700 damage out of him. I think that's why the boys are giggling, but it's a map 1 victory nonetheless.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, just such a good job by Royal Ravens on those P1 and P2s. I mean, that's where they got majority of the time, then in position towards that P5 for LAG. What, 9 and 17 for Flames. Everybody else right there. They're even. I just think it's the P1 and P2. I would say it's probably 110 to 10 maybe on those two around that score line.
Yeah, if not more than that, because you got 80 or so the first time through. Yeah, it might be more like 150. Like they dominated those two. They got so much of their time through that. But yeah, slow start from Gwen. He's saying to the boys, listen, I don't know what's going on, what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but you guys are frying. Keep it up. Because the boys were dialed in. I mean, you saw Fellow Arna Cruz. He was shooting absolute beams. Clay had some massive entries and range finding picks for him to get to the hard point. TJ was able to get in some spots and really disrupt the flow when Gorillas maybe you thought we're going to have a hard point where they were going to set up like here at the P3, and TJ's like, I'm in the back. Like, I got here for free. And he's able to pick them apart. But, you know, you battle them pretty tough if you're LAG. Just don't have enough juice late.
Yeah, and I think really this second P1, because Carolina, they dove for the P5 one last time. And they ended up breaking it. And I'm just sitting there wondering, like, how are LAG just not in a better setup there towards that second P1? Where, you know, a couple of players from Carolina just waltz up the middle, through red, get a couple of kills, and they're on the point. And that just sort of allows this trend to go the way of Ravens.
Oh, same with TJ. I mean, when TJ goes like, I'm in the back, like, he sounded like surprised. Like he was like I got to the backside of the point, like seemingly for free. And I think, listen, when you're struggling as bad as LAG has been, like when you are like the worst hardpoint team in the game right now and you're on the 1-11 stretch or whatever it is, yeah, I bet there are some fundamentals just with your setups that aren't great. And, you know, it's tough because I think like a lot of times as commentators, we're sort of focusing on the push and the break because it's, I don't know, it's kind of like a more interesting story to tell. Yeah. Like the break opportunity is more difficult to do a lot of the times. Where I didn't notice exactly what was going wrong in some positions, but I imagine some of those fundamentals are struggling for them mightily.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt about it.
It has to be.
It could be one of those things where scrims are going well, but just not transitioning into the matches. It's a very young team. Listen, not different props for sticking through it, right? This is a roster that came in, not a lot of hype. They showed some great land performances. But they're just trying to stick through this tough patch. The problem is you got to get top 8.
Yeah, I think, like, listen, you could have, for a while there, they were sort of surviving some of, like, the worst online COD we've seen. Like, you know, they were going 3-4 series in a row without winning a map online. But you had those top 6s that sort of kept you afloat. They kept you in the conversation because you had decent land results. Second, that's out the window, though. Yeah. Suddenly, yeah, I mean, online's always been a glaring issue, don't get me wrong, but much more so when you don't get the land performance as well. So you don't come away with this one with a top 6. Suddenly, you're in a horrible spot, but we say that, and there's 10 points to separate these two teams.
Yeah, it's a horrible spot, but they're there. They're right there. Everyone else has had some horrible spots. Yeah. That's really it outside of the top 4. So, yeah, they're still alive, hoping this clicks. It's just, yeah, Carolina's owned the matchup.
It's just crazy, like, when you think about it, like, if I just didn't have the stats in front of me and like knew the results, and you just like told me LAG and told me Carolina Royal Ravens, like I would just like in my head, I would just assume Royal Ravens were in a much better position than them. I don't know why that is exactly, but that's how I would view it. And it's not really the case. 10 points, the difference. But TJ, we're taking a look at Major III, his search and destroy. I mean, that. When he's been terrific, he's been one of the better search players on the planet. 1.47 for him in search. Obviously not the results you want at Major III, but the continued search improvements. We're wanting to see him for a long time. They have now been there. Looking to see them continue. You're 4-1 on Rio search, looking to keep that roll.
Yeah, I think Carolina too. I think this is, if I remember correctly from our pre-show, like they have one of the tougher strength of schedules this stage.
So these ones you got absolutely have to win.
Yeah, they need these points.
When it's this 10 to 20 point difference between the teams. Yeah, I mean, a tough schedule could be the difference. You have got to take advantage. Just like we were saying at the beginning of the casting, you can't play down to your competition. You can't take anything for granted. You've got to come out and fire on all cylinders. Pretend this is a land final every single match. As they start to develop this offensive push here in round 1. One player getting in shots over towards A. That's going to be Fame, who's going to hit some lovely beams, I think, with the rival there, as he's able to pick one off. So now you're suddenly in a 3v4 where you're collapsing onto B.
Yeah, it's just where's Estriel, and I don't think you're going to be ready for that. Bit of an off angle. Nice trade bomb is planted, though. Diamond John on the collapse. There is the trade. Starts with the first blood for LAG. Carolina try to get aggressive at the same time as planting that bomb. Doesn't work out. Just the numbers a little bit too much.
Yeah, it looked like they were kind of seeing what they liked, maybe on the A street. Right as they go to op to push that back towards B. I mean, maybe you're going to back one up to kind of watch the flank, but whoever it was got caught, like right as they go, right as they kind of make up their mind to head back towards mid. Fame just gives him the advantage early. And it looked like, I mean, on the minimap, he has popped up with the rival and hit some beams.
Yeah, I might have done like the dumpster hop up.
Yeah, that's what it looked like on the map. He just did like a dumpster hop up and just smoked him.
Yeah, fella maybe just not ready for that angle. Yeah, ends up getting caught. So nice start for Fame. You heard Ali talk about it on the desk. Just sort of he's had this up and down year, especially in Search and Destroy. I mean, really in every single game mode. When he plays well, that's when this team is at their best.
Oh, but he's roaring and confident. Like he's disgusting.
Yeah.
Some of the individual moments he can have are
just plays that tough role. That's sort of, I'm going to go first. Follow me up.
That is certainly true, but they get the first blood again. Gwyn, after a rough map one, right back into an 0-2 start, picking them apart and just going at them. No respect shown, just body him off the point, up 2-0 quickly.
Now, what, we had a 16-second round. That might have been a 12.
Yeah, that one was real fast. They just got smoked. No chance to get anything going. Fame will push out to 3-0. And yeah, we just heard from producer, it was 9.5 second round. From first bullet to last bullet.
9.5 seconds.
So once the fighting started, it was over real quickly. Not a long time, Joe.
That depends.
3-0. Try to keep this rolling. So far, when they have bashed heads up top middle, it has been Gorillas that have dominated it. Gwyn, tail tucked between his legs, trying to scramble away. He's at least able to stay up. Can he find his first in this? He's able to get one. Keeps trying to fight. 5 now for Fame. Felony 1 versus 2.
I mean, outside of like round 1, the first blood, these battles, and honestly, Carolina, the way they've thrived on this map, it's sort of like TJ and Gwyn winning top middle control over towards B.
Well, when they were a struggling Search and Destroys team, they talked a lot about the fact that it was sort of like get into those skirmishes and just win them, because when it came down to these like longer 2v2s or big decisions to be made, they would struggle. Like, they just weren't a very good Search team. Now they've gotten better at Search, sure, but they're kind of playing. I mean, this style would here's all 4 hitting top mid. I mean, that's sort of what you don't want to give an inferior Search team, I feel like.
Yeah, at the same time, I mean, I guess it's kind of what you want, though. It's like, we can beat these guys in gunfights. Let's go for it.
Yeah, that's where they found their success, true.
But so far, no success. It has been all LAG, all the first bloods, winning top middle control. You're not getting the subs going in Estriel, up to 4-2.
We'll see his Fame streak, his continues. As Gwyn did get 1, but still a lot of work to do after the slow start in the map 1, but Fame will try to get a cruise in this. Obviously, if you're Royal Ravens, you don't want him to have any more utility to work with. Let's see if Royal Ravens get something going now defensively in this round 4.
And I like this from LAG, right? You're up 3-0. They might start to get desperate. I might just start 4-hitting things. It's not going our way. Carolina aren't doing that, but yeah, I mean, you can set the tempo when you are the attacking team, and they might have a chance here to find a first blood onto TJ.
And they do. TJ, I thought, was going to take out 1, but nice little hop across, gets behind the bomb, has some help to work with as well. Get the cruise and the plant.
Now, number 3's out of this, so it's a 3-on-3 right now. Estriel is so far away, so if Carolina go quick, they will have equal numbers for now, and that's just it. Now Estriel's here, but it is far too late.
Is it? Because he got a lot of damage into Gwyn as well. He's going to get back to full HP now. 1 versus 1, 24 seconds.
I lied!
It's the spot, wins the fight. Late to the action, but comes through with the finisher.
Wow.
Little 1v2. I mean, honestly, he has had that angle. Like, he got Gwyn to like 1 HP and just 4-bulleted Clay to the noggin. Just shooting beams.
I mean, yeah, it was like, he was so far out of the play. They started the 3-on-3, and I was like, uh-oh. It's what you weren't hoping if you were Estreal. They were hoping someone flanked at some point, and yeah, they didn't. Tommy almost works out, but instead it's Fame who finds that first blood, gets the bomb down. Estreal with the clutch. Those two, 13 and 3.
This might be a very, very fast map too. Those Royal Ravens could start to claw back to this. They've been a strong team here. Could they just get something positive to work by and some kind of momentum?
A fire extinguisher on this map. Do we got to deal with this now?
Streakdown coming in. Eyes in the sky. Fame looking to try and open things up. Not able to hit.
Well, Clay's just holding top mid. You have to go behind that to retake this. And they do not now. Now it's just a straight up 4-on-4. We have no info. Clay held the line into a 3-on-3.
Trying his back up to a heady if he can. Think he has to snap back to one side. His teammate able to pick it up. And now a blunder with the cruise. You're in complete control. A chance to kind of go for the jugular. And now you let Royal Ravens take a breath.
You know in like those war movies when like the one guy just runs forward, like it's my time. Yeah. I gotta go. Like Clay was doing that, but his moment didn't come. I mean, he just literally sat there and held the line for his team. I don't know if, yeah, maybe him running forward stopped Fame from choosing him, but the team, he's got to be able to calm, like, Clay's just top middle alone. Like, go.
You would think when you got eyes in the sky, but that doesn't come through. He doesn't get picked up. He'll hold the line. The team will win the round. And now something positive to work off of, but still a lot of work to do because you're still in a 3-round hole. Working towards B now will be LAG. As there's a dance-off on other sides of top mid, TJ's going to go ahead and push through up the gut. Clay still holding, ready for the fight, but he's going to get zapped by Flames. Down to a 3 versus 3.
Yeah, Philo was pinching the whole time, though, so behind finally a first blood. Carolina looking to win on defense is Estreal in the 1 versus 3, but knows the hunt is on, and they do find him. So behind that sort of teamwork out of TJ and Clay, Carolina crawling back into this one.
Where did that stun bounce? I thought he banked that pretty well to deal with it. When Fellow first got pushed, like I thought he was going to hit a nice little stun and chow. I don't think it connected though. Yeah. I was like, this might be a nice little play, but he'll drop, and now back-to-back rounds.
See what this turns into, but remember that round 5, just in case.
A lot of times it is one throw, one bad round, and that's the one you're looking at. And what we'll continue to look at is the bomb. Okay, well, we'll go back and get that. Gwyn will scoop the bomb.
Look at this, just right back to top middle is LAG. So quickly that they're going to leave Fame sort of in that vending position. Go back to a more standard defense. And they're actually going to leave this. They're worried this is an A hit. So they stall this out, does Carolina, to the point where, all right, we got B.
Had to track back to get bomb, a little delayed. It works out just perfectly.
Oh, he's hearing so much right now.
Hello, welcome to the party. TJ, first blood, 4 straight for him. Back him up with the nade. Can he get damage in before you drop? He at least gets a bullet through. I don't think the nade will connect. There are 2 versus 2. We go quickly. 1 versus 1 now, Flames. Clayster. 30 on the clock, and this is a massive round.
Did he spot him? Did he spot him on the cross?
Whoa!
He's still alive. Dance, Clay!
Just not quite able to get it out. Tries to just spot and shoulder for info, but Flames was hunting the whole time. Flames who came into the league with a bunch of big clutches, closes it out now in the 1 versus 1, and now that's a
huge win.
Yeah, massive considering you were kind of letting things slip away.
Yeah, huge win by Flames. Yeah, spots him on the cross when Clay starts to work on up, and then, yeah, just throwing the shoulder. There's 19 seconds left. He has to be worried. He put some shots in. Maybe he's going to go on to the bomb. But Flames with the Renetti out, ready for it.
It's just like awkward timing and angle there. He thinks he got enough that he spotted. He's like, oh God, he's on the bomb.
Yep.
Like, unfortunately, he's just hugging the escalator wall perfectly, so he doesn't spot him until it's too late. But yeah, you're gambling in that position. Play a gambling man. Unfortunately, gamble's wrong. 1 more round now needed for LAG as they work top mid control. Everything hitting Fame. Knocked down to 52 HP. TJ, another
TJ just walked up. It was like, hey, what's up, Fame? Gonna take that one down. Everybody watching bridge side, so Fame's probably thinking, guys, they're top mid, please help me.
Yeah, I feel like TJ's like waltzed up and just like gunned somebody for several first bloods. It's been like 3 or 4. I swear, just like la-di-da-di-da, gunned. Winnable for Flames. He's had the 1v1 clutch, and we talked about some of the amazing clutches he had when he first came into the league. A chance for another one here. Put this one away. Don't let Royal Ravens maybe work back and get a 2-0 advantage in this series. Let's spot one and win it. Now down to a 1 versus 1. Clay versus Fellow. No trade available there as Gwen will drop. You got 20 seconds to work with, and you got to get this bomb planted. What are you thinking right now of your Fellow?
Yeah, it's just, are you gonna check the B bomb? Do you think he wraps back towards A? He might just take the risk and think, all right, he may not plant, but he's gonna check B, not spot him. That's gonna start his rotate back over towards A. Now it's just a guessing game. Where did he go behind the plant?
He's got rival in hand, so
the tough part is he's got to check, right? So it's not the easiest check position. Okay, there we go.
He's got an MCW to work with as well. Just trying to spot toes. What kind of timing does he get? He'll get eyes on. Fellow will chow. Not even a bullet in, and Flames puts him in the dirt. Couple of clutch rounds there for Flames. Stop. Maybe a rallying cry there from Carolina. But they've been solid on that map in search of destroy, but it felt like LAG were up 4-0 in the blink of an eye.
I mean, they were. It's just the start of that map. I mean, yeah, just the top middle skirmish is a great job by Fame Estriel. They set the pace. Start off 13-3. They finished with a combined 18. So great map for them. And I think Carolina had a couple of chances to get back into the game, that 1v1. Now that 2 versus 1. There were some rounds there, but LAG closed the door.
I mean, TJ ended up actually having 4 first bloods. Yeah, I felt like he had so many in that. So he had 5. In the 8 rounds, you just get absolutely bodied. Some situations that you love to be able to run away
so
with
after the first 3 rounds, they just, they had all the first bloods.
Yeah. No, they were finding the openers, and some of them were clean, but the chaos that ensued after, or the clutch moments you got from Flames, they're able to take it. So now you tie it up at 1-1, but you're ready for an invasion control. And as Ant was talking about, like, this is something where you really got to find improvements here if you are Carolina.
Yeah, this is kind of the worrisome now, just with it being a Carolina fan. Like, their control hasn't been great. They lost high-rise control 3-0 to LAG on land, so that's out the window. You don't want to play that, so they offer an invasion. Now, both teams really haven't had a ton of reps on an invasion control throughout the year. They've pretty much avoided it, but could be an interesting one here for LAG.
Yeah, you got to have 2 to work with. I mean, they're lucky if they have 1 right now, so hopefully they can improve on invasion. But I imagine you're a bit surprised there with the result in the map too, just considering Carolina's stats on it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, just not the Gwyn TJ show we're kind of used to on that map.
Absolutely. Well, TJ got going just too little too late. We'll be tied up 1-1. We get ready for the invasion control. We're going to do a quick break. We'll be right back after that.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
Scuff Gaming is doing an ultimate giveaway where you and a friend can win a chance to go to COD Champs this year. The giveaway includes 2 VIP tickets, travel expenses, and more. To enter, scan the QR code on the page or go to scuff.co/CDL and enter your email. Terms and conditions apply.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
They are gods on the map. They cannot be stopped.
Hydra still working though. There's a streak earned as well, up to 6 straight. That was remarkable there, and Hydra's still going.
He's doing whatever he wants.
9 straight for him, 18-14. One of the true superstars in our league is we're up to double digits. The man is a threat.
He's got 14. It's the cruise hits to New York dominates invasion.
Trying to make this play. He can only take down 1, but now his friends are going to be a little bit late to the party because Atlanta FaZe have rallied the troops in towards B1. They only need about 5 seconds to close out this game. The spawns from Ultra all the way across the map. Got to find a way to touch. Nades are littering the front door. There's 248. It does get contested, but draws it with the double.
To get him out for now and battle back through on
still alive in this. If you're Optic Tactics and you survive long enough, I don't know if you can. Because inside dials up a triple, and it's over. He gets to one position, so has to take the fight. Comes soaring on through. He got it. He goes to planet. He gets it through. Are you kidding me? And he gets away. 35 seconds. He spots him. Backs down. He pops. Dashy. My God. Unbelievable. These guys have elevated. They are gods on the map. They are playing with too much energy. They cannot be stopped. Brett and Shotzi out of control. What a Sunday it was. A wave of elation across the Matamei Athletic Center. It was a tough nut to crack. Your champions, Optic Texas.
Ready to get back at it. We get ready for a map 3 now. Tied up 1-1. We go to control. We're going to invasion. And this is one where these guys don't have a ton of reps.
No, I mean, what, 4 on the side of LAG and 5 on the side of Carolina, which, I mean, you watch the CDL, did you see a lot of invasion control? It's a bit surprising. Both of these teams really have pretty much played Karachi and High Rise for majority of the year.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be one thing if it was 4 or 5 years earlier in the year, but we're pretty deep into the year now.
Yeah, what are we, around 30 series? So for both teams, so just... yeah, I'll let you know.
Yeah, this has not been the go-to for either. Taking a look at the overall record for them, hasn't been great for them either. Attack win percentage a little bit better, obviously, for Carolina. Maybe the one thing that'll stand out a bit, but more often than not, invasion is going to go to around 5. We'll see if that'll be the case here, but obviously these teams are scrimming every time they're playing. They've got a lot of reps over the course of the year as they play against other professional squads, but actually in an official match, not a ton of reps. It'll be offense here for Carolina first, and see if maybe they can strike early.
Yeah, and again, the reason we're seeing this on land just at Major 3, it was LAG who took down Carolina 3-0 on High Rise. So, yeah, maybe a Karachi veto win, and then it's sort of just a choice. You want to play this again on High Rise, or you going to play Invasion? And Carolina, they opt for Invasion.
We'll get a look at it and see how strong maybe they can be. Finding some kills near mid, starting to push up the map. They're thinking based on maybe what Fellow needs able to find, maybe they'll attack over towards A, but after Fellow drops, they're gonna start to collapse back on, get more traditional style here over at B.
Yeah, it almost felt like they thought there maybe it was a player towards B, just kind of leave him, let's go over towards A. Because they had a kill or two, maybe they could get onto that point, but have to wrap back towards B now, stop that clock. Clay just kind of lurking, 4-0 start for him. Oh, if he has one more bullet, he finds Fame. Maybe that just turns into a little something. There would have been a quick trade, but now there's kind of just pressure on Gwyn to have to stay alive. And not, you would pretty much wouldn't be trapped in by Fame over towards the A Street if he's able to find the kill.
We know how big A Street control can be. Yeah, that might just open it up, alleviate some of the pressure. Instead, you don't have the bullet, then you're killed immediately off spawn. It's just kind of a frustrating sequence. Gwyn trying to have a little bit of individual flash there, maybe to set you up, but he just gets one. TJ will take down the next. Second bit of progress will go through. There's a look to get this minute extension, but yeah, as long as you're going to have Fame kind of posted up bridge, at some point they're going to have to deal with that when they try to get over to A.
Yeah, no retake comes in from LAG. They just kind of hang out. Clay gonna have that. He's going to be the player looking for that one-on-one. Versus Fame, he's able to get the headshot and take him down. So you're able to find the 2 openers responded though by Estriel and Flames, but there's nobody here. The A zone is wide open. And Gwyn just going to get onto the point.
Honestly, if that went a little cleaner for Royal Ravens on the other side, like they got a kill or two in that other fight, you might be in a great position to do a lot of damage here. Instead, you're battling to maybe get a tick, and now suddenly it can happen. Felony with the help on the one. Gwyn able to get two. TJ sprinting across, trying to get here as quickly as possible. If you're Clay, you just need to get an angle to help. Get somewhere you can get shots in, and he's done exactly that. Clay just trying to get damage in, hold him at bay, get the comms over to the boys. Now on the action in, and Glenn, once again, finding the multi-kills. TJ there to help. Finally, Fame will clear them off, but you get 2 points of progress. Some damage is through in a big way.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Clay was watching that draw, stun, nade, shots in. Gwyn and TJ, though, they're doing 180s on the zone, trying to win those gunfights. Comes down to one more to Fame. Able to clean it up, but, I mean, you've already gotten 5. Takes a great first offense here for Carolina.
Absolutely, yeah, you'll take this, but a round one will be a whole lot prettier. Estro, nice little snap and centering there out of him to get the kill. Tough gunfight though in front on top of the van. This Felony will get the vengeance. And now you really have to avoid like those 3 or 4 down scenarios if you are LAG. Just try to trade as effectively as you can, because it's one short burst and you lose this round. Time dwindling now.
Yeah, but they never really got someone pushed up, so Clay lurks all the way up into the corner. Fellow's gonna find 1B. 14 seconds to go. And this might just be on Clay to potentially get onto the point. If he can get on the cross, now he's there. And now it just comes down to these cross gunfights. Carolina, they're in a great spot to win this, due to nobody being on the point for Gorillas.
TJ lights it up. The fact that he's able to get 3, you just need a tiny bit more, and it's done. They get the round victory. Yeah, no, Clay is definitely like, what the like, what were they doing, boys? He was tucked away. There was one person really back A that I think finally TJ or somebody hit with a frag, took him to 50 HP. After that, I think TJ gets the next 3. And Clay's like, all right, cool, boys. I'll get on the point.
Yeah, there's just nobody. That's normally the first gunfight. Either someone in the corner, someone on the vending machine. I mean, Estro puts up 13, a banger of a round, but it doesn't matter. It's almost like what Fame wanted to do was get off of it, like kill all the players maybe crossing and then flank it. But instead it just...
It's such
they all died.
It's such a weird map because, like, listen, it's defensively favored, yes. You know, a lot of times you're battling for that round 5 defense. But, like, one little defensive blunder or, like, poor position, and it's gone. Like, you do have to be, it's not free.
You have to be disciplined.
You do, yeah, absolutely. Like, it looks so easy sometimes, but that's because they're the best players in the world. But it could just take
It tests your patience for sure.
Yeah, no, it absolutely can. But the brain turns off for a moment. Not in the best position. At one missed comm, things could just absolutely fall apart. But now Gorillas just trying to maybe answer back on offense. Trying to get step 1 done over towards B. You've got multiple players here for Ravens to contest this.
Yeah, I mean, but Ravens they've stayed so patient. Fellow and Gwyn have really, they didn't leave Laundry and Cafe till like right now. They were making sure there was no funny business over towards A. They're pretty much like, all right, we won our round 1 offense. Let's just play our standard defense, not do too much, not put too much aggression over towards B. You can already see number 7 trying to get a position A Street. Basically just saying, hey, try and take A.
Listen, if someone's gonna win a crazy gunfight, one of the tougher ones on the A Street and work his way up, okay, but nothing through for free. Like, nothing for free. And we've seen some of the best teams in the world allow that to happen. Like, I'm looking at Optic Face, Toronto. Like, we've seen those moments, those blunders where you let somebody on through. But yeah, now a little more standard. We got to deal with Flames, who has gotten pushed up. You've got TJ in aggressive position on the other side of it, locking down the A Street, so he's going to be something they've got to deal with.
He might get shot though, right? He's trying to stay patient as well. Number 2 and number 4 are hunting him down. On the other side of the map, Estrio, there we go. So now it's a 2 dead. Fellow's got to play from the point, and he's the last one there.
And look, you're spawning out real deep. You're spawning out real deep because everybody's there in gas. You're stacking as quickly as you can. You've got 3 people here, and now it's going to start to move and groove. First tick, done. Second tick, looming. Getting shots through on the crosses. Fame is able to get a double. Felony able to take down 1, but you still have got 2 bodies here. Just like that, it falls apart. Hey, Gorillas answer on offense.
Yeah, I mean, this might be the first Invasion Control we see all 5 offensive round wins because...
It's an offensive favorite map, Joe.
This is why these teams have probably played this 4 and 5 times. You're seeing it.
Yeah, I mean listen, when you're on defense of A and you're spawning out like B street deep, probably not ideal.
Not ideal.
Because you go 4 down, and there's a person like literally in gas, like at the back truck. Like the game's just like, well, I guess you're going here.
Yeah.
Best of luck trying to hold out.
And then TJ just found nothing. And his teammates died B Street. Like they knew that LAG was pushing up through B Street. They just lost the gunfights.
Oh yeah, if TJ just got a kill. If he just wins his one, or honestly, if anybody does, if anybody does, you're probably a decent spot. But now,
you're on 2 force races as well here.
Yeah, true.
Well, I lied. Now it's 1.
Now it is 1, but we'll see. I mean, this is where we're probably the most curious about. Maybe the buff to the Cruise. We can maybe have a little more impact
over towards A.
Yeah, just due to some of the longer runs you maybe have to get to cover, depending on your position. But Flames needs 1 more. Hasn't been able to get it yet. He'll drop. Gwyn will put him down. So no streak through. And Gwyn in the respawns, he's been struggling. I mean, he kind of had a map 1 dud, 7 and 15 here. Rookie of the Year contender and some of the better series we've seen out of any player. Not having it right now.
I mean, just kind of not. I would say like the Karachi just wasn't running around with the rival here. He's got another MCW, so just sort of these maps are not where his playmaking ability can really shine.
True. Good point. Oof.
I say that, and then some of the best plays we've seen are from like Shotzi, but on this map in particular.
Gwyn a chance to be the hero in the sense if he gets 2 there, maybe alleviates some of the pressure off of his teammates spawning in, but at least he's able to get 1. Now you try to fan out again if you're Carolina. You got 90 seconds to work with. TJ's gotten a kill. You're 20 to 20 in lives, and you'll start to push this forward. Another domino drops. Another inch we can move forward.
And now they're on the point. That's another, there's 3 players in position to cap this. What are we watching?
This is an offensively favored map, Joe. Some maps in Control history are offensively favored. Some are defensively favored. This is clearly an offensively favored map, as you can tell by the fact that that's back-to-back-to-back offensive round wins, Joe.
Well, I know this is absolutely the first time this has ever happened.
What was, oh God, what was the, I remember you and I casted it. We were going back to Cold War. What was like the hangar one with the plane in the middle? Like the hangar map, but this is the Air Force One in the middle.
Oh, Checkmate.
Checkmate. I remember we casted one. What was that really favored for? It was really favored for
defense.
Yeah. And we casted like 5 offensive round wins. I remember the one time we were like, all right, sure.
Yeah, whatever. Bound to happen at some point.
I don't know why that just popped in my head, but I remember that was like so defensive favored, and we were like, oh yeah, straight offense. Absolutely. I remember it was like the Mutineers and somebody. I don't know why I remember this. I'm going Mutineers NYSL. It just popped in my head. Random, maybe in fact that most certainly is not true. But 3 rounds played, 3 offensive round victories. TJ, Deddy out, looking at bounce. Tuck the corner though. Oh, nice little snap, but Fame able to put him away. And we'll see if the trend continues here offensively for these 2 teams that are showing why they don't play a ton of Invasion Control.
Astro was the 1 player pushed up. I think he got baited by 1 player. He's like, I think I have a free kill on Fellow, but 2 more Ravens were behind him, so they're going to get that. But again, it's just sort of... I would just say what our top teams do is they try to retake B a lot more, and their A defenses are much better than what we've seen here.
We'll see if the A defense can pick it up a little bit if you're Royal Ravens. But I mean, that's what's tough. Like if you're not going to contend at all at B, and you know you're not confident maybe in your setups and comms over at A, like you'll have 2 minutes. It's like a long time that you've got to hold and try to be perfect. Able to get another is Fame.
Dude, you
just kill after kill.
Okay.
Things are falling apart. Thankfully, TJ's at least able to get 1, but you're spawning out in Narnia because you still have gas and like back Jeep control to Gorillas.
Yeah, the only thing here is 3 extra. I think you got to go street there. Yeah, you have to go all the way around because they're pretty much in the middle of the map. Luckily, Flames and DiamondCon, they don't get much help. They don't get on the point. They don't give them a lot of kills. The rest of Ravens just fight from B-Dom and... All right, we've gotten TJ to this spot.
All right, gotten back to a good position. Looked a little bit scary for a moment. When Joe starts saying, are you kidding me? I get nervous, but dude, we're all right now.
For now.
Listen, this is discipline at its finest, Joe. Efficiency. I don't know what we're watching, but
No, it's just crazy because like the top teams, all they really play is invasion control versus each other. I mean, it's just sort of the safer pick, and they do the dance. It's just like seeing some of these rounds is insane.
Yeah. Honestly, it's entertaining though.
Yeah,
so I'll take it. And that's how it is sometimes when it's this type of matchup. TJ, he's kept it going. He's on 5 straight, and he's kept them pinned for quite a while. At least, well, pinned for moving up that A street. He's going to drop, not be able to get the street, but now you got 20 seconds left, and finally it looks like you're going to have a defensive hold. Granted, it got scary there for a second, but you hold here, you go up 2-1. Wynn started to pick it up because he was, what, like 6 and 16 or something early.
Oh, yeah. No, he stepped up big time. Wow. That was the last player. And we got a defensive round win on invasion control. Who would have thought?
First one we've seen on the year. These guys, I would say, they got to be cheesing at the kill cams. They are like, fellows just laughing there. TJ was just like giggling to himself as soon as he came back. That was an odd one, but they got the victory there. I'm not sure they think you take that much away from that. I don't know if that's going to be a regular in your rotation there for the map 3, but the fact is they need to find another one. But
not that one.
Some interesting moments, certainly.
I tried the other one.
In that control. Oh my, 2-1 edge. As Carolina will look to close it out on the control. And yeah, sorry, no, Joe and I are
I have no analysis.
Goofy during this one, but that's just like we
just haven't seen it.
We've just cast a lot of invasion this year, and yeah, you just don't see a lot of those moments that'll happen. So when you do see them for the first time 4 months into the season.
Yeah, and those stats are bugs. So what? Flames, he finishes 14 and 16. Diamond County finishes 15 and 19. Fame finishes 17 and 18. So messes up. On the other side, 27 out of TJ, 27 and 17 from him. Clay did not finish 6 and 5.
Yeah, I was actually about to say, like, TJ was kind of frying. Was he like the only stat?
Those would be some insane stats.
Yeah, that's one of the weirder ones. But yeah, no, Joe we have 2 feeds. Joe had another screen. He was reading the correct stats off for you. So Joe, thank you for doing that. You're a statistician.
I'd rather do that than go back to what we just saw.
You're my general, my father, my friend. Doing it all. As we take a look at the highlights here. Yeah, something looked wrong. I was like, was that a search game we just played? Like, why's TJ at 30? Like, everybody else has got 6.
That'd be insane.
At first, I was just staring, like my brain was like literally doing gymnastics. I was like, huh?
You get 30, this goes all the way to around 11. What, you get the most you can get is like 44? Wow.
Popping off
in S&D. Well, we're going to a Vista Hardpoint X, and again, that's one where, yeah, we saw it at the last land between these two. Carolina was able to win 250 to 136, so they're looking in a prime position.
Prime position to close this out. I think it's just one of those after. Listen, I don't know if like trolly is the right word to use, but like after a map like that where you're sort of giggling after rounds, like you see the guys like kind of laughing it up at some of the weird moments within that map 3. Like this is one of those maps where you need to redial it in, refocus, don't play down to your competition, whatever. Hey, you had your laugh, but you need to just close it out, finish it here. These are 10 points you need if you're Carolina. You're battling to get into this top 8. These are the types of teams you have to beat if you're Carolina. And if it feels like we're more spinning like a Carolina narrative on this and talking about them a little bit more, I think it's probably, I'll just be honest, like Joe and I probably think they are the team that's more likely to be in the top 8, probably the bigger threat as the year goes deeper. That's just how I feel right now. So sort of why I'm talking about it from that angle, like.
Yeah, no, I think just due to recent sort of success for Carolina at the LAN, and then for LAG, it's just been this sort of roller coaster. And right now, we're just regressing the last stage, and then at the LAN, you lose in losers round 1, so you finish with the top 12.
Yeah, I just know it just may come across like very pro-Carolina, but I think it's just because we kind of feel they're the better team, and they probably should be a team that's maybe making a run chance to be like that Cinderella-type team late in the year, maybe make a run at the final major, maybe at champs. I think we've just seen the glimmers where like Carolina, listen, sometimes when we cast like the 5 through 12, like you can just tell they're not a good team. There's just times you'll cast team, they're not a good team. Like I think Carolina's like right there. Like they are a good team when they're playing well. Like, they have the potential to really make some noise. It's just been kind of frustrating to watch. Sometimes when they don't close out series or they just have these off days.
Really talked about it. It's like it feels like we haven't had like a tournament where all 4 are playing well.
Yeah. That's like a map-to-map thing with these guys sometimes too. Like it's very rare when you see all 4. You know when we talk about, you look at the stats and Joe will say, well, that's a well-balanced effort there. Like, you know, everyone's just kind of putting in like. It's not that often I feel like you see that. That's a well-balanced effort. That's a way of saying I don't want to read the same stat 4 times. Like,
Yeah. Everybody's got 20 plus. It's a good game for the team.
yeah.
See, 0-1 for LAG, 1-2 for Carolina. Again, the 1 win for Carolina versus LAG team. We'll see if they keep that up.
Try to close it out here. Gwen did pick it up massively later in that map 3, but still not quite maybe been himself in the response in this one. Can he take over here, or will it be the veterans that'll lead the way into a closeout match? Or LAG come alive, push this to a map 5. Nice flurry of kills there from Estriel, Flames, and Fame. As they'll find everybody. Fame comes flying out. We know how good he can be in multi-kill type scenarios, able to do it there.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see, obviously, throughout map 3, maybe those sub-players couldn't get... I mean, Estriel played well, but not a lot of room to work with. Can Fame and Estriel kind of get this to a game 5, carry that momentum from map number 2? As it feels like they're playing with some confidence.
And once again, heads collide. In P1, it's LAG that are able to come out on top. I think Fame gets another multi-kill in that sequence. Fame on the feed again as he's looking to get set up over towards our P2. Gwen trying to hunt him down and should have the kill, but as he takes some shots, now a chance maybe for Fame to make the play, and he does exactly that. Great patience there, gives his chance to make a play on the point.
Yeah, now they're just collapsing onto the point, and now it's Estriel. And now it's just the subs starting to go off here on Vista. You break the P2 setup, you're up 50-1 in control.
And Gwen will have the MCW in hand right now. TJ, rival out. You saw kind of the two-headed rival beast that Gorillas were, at least in the opening sequence, maybe change as we get deeper into this. But now a contest onto the point, still 7 points. The only thing on the board for Royal Ravens. You got under 30 to go here. Kills once again through for LAG, and onto the point they go.
Yeah, I love that from Flames. Just realizes where he spawned up at. Maybe where Ravens are. You get a pinch, though, from TJ. Trying to flip the spawns. Clay is still here, but a great start for LAG as Fame's going to clean that up. He's up to 9-3 on rotation. Gwen's already at it, but every single time, when this guy's doing this, LAG are tough to beat.
No, that's why I sort of said like right away when he had like 2 multi-kills, like he just starts to, you know, get into that little bit of a flow. Game starts to make sense. Timing seems to go your way, and he starts to dominate. Can he keep it going, though, as it's still very early in this, but granted, it's early. It's still a monster lead. But this reminds me a little bit of kind of like in the map 1, Carolina got that big lead after P1 and P2. You start to chip away at it and have a really nice hold that gets you right back into the game. It's kind of that moment right now for Royal Ravens. A chance to get back into this with 3 and 4.
Yeah, at least Ravens, you don't have a cruise to deal with. You're always able to stop those streaks, so don't have that to maybe break your setup when you're finally getting to it, but just right towards the front, LAG able to find the kills. And now they're going to get this scrap time. You're going to see 5 and 6 just try to slow down so you can win rotation over towards this P4, but Flames is here.
Yeah, you already have Flames on a route to try and disrupt this. He's got to know there's multiple here. Clay is at least able to trade that out, so you get a moment, calm down the comms a little bit, get set up now for the P4, and this is probably where you really need to get the solid hold if you're Royal Ravens. You get the hold just like in that map 1. As Gorillas did, you're right back in the basically a tie game.
Yeah, you're slowing this down now. You're waiting for number 3 to push on up from Estriel, but as that happens, you kind of get hunted down near this P3 area. Great job by TJ. They just kind of take it to him. Maybe they just knew that they were waiting for a pinch, waiting for that player off a spawn. They don't let him catch that timing.
Gwen was trying to pick up the timing, wrap in behind, maybe get a couple of players. He got some damage in, distracted them enough that it should set up some freebies for his teammates at the front of the hard point. Gwen right there matching the boys right now after a couple of rough respawns. We'll keep an eye on him as we continue deeper into this, but exactly what they needed was a big hold here, and suddenly that 80-point lead, a distant memory, you're right back in this game. That's a perfect 60 here at 4.
Yeah, already rotating is going to be Estriel, just kind of locking down that balcony side. Diamond and Fame going to make sure nothing works through towards that P2. You're going to have Flames on the hill. The good thing for LAG, you have a lot of the map locked down. There's not a lot of map control here for Ravens. No one was able to get through, so the first 10 seconds are clean, and they're still finding kills.
Yeah, you put everything in making sure you got that full P4 hold, but everything's invested, so you got nothing. really with regards to a foot towards this 5th hard point, and you're finding every single kill in and around it. And that's what, I mean, it feels good with your, I don't know, a hard point setup. It's really easy when you have like the first 10 to 15 seconds, just sort of, hey boys, we got every angle covered? Yeah, I'm good over here. How you on the left? Yeah, I'm fine.
Good, we're good. Trophies are up. They're not even in a position to get nades yet. And that was one of the cleaner P5 holds we've really seen on this map. It feels like a lot of the time there's pressure through P1, or at least nades contesting on the other side, but Carolina, they barely touched the hill.
Yeah, that's because DiamondCon throughout this hardpoint's been in a fight with the bridge more than players. I mean, he's been just soaking up time. Guys battling the environment, so you basically get a full hold to that great hold from Ravens. Bye-bye.
Hey,
just answer it.
Estro goes on a great route all the way through. He's able to find a double. P1 is maybe the opening where Carolina could have got back into that game, but it is instantly broken by the subs. DiamondCon with some great shots in. He's right back with his mighty foe, the bridge.
So you said this was like a 250, 130, right? Or was last time they played. Not the case right now. It is all Gorillas. They're out in front looking to get us to a 5th and final map. Let's go to listen in right now with LAG.
Trying to put that dark that weak. Nice, on the side. One shot, Clay.
I need this side, I need this side. Rail's dead.
Keaton fell through mid there. Flowing through mid. Take our numbers new. Take our numbers new. I'm on top on this. Only on this. I killed Captain. Middle dead.
Nice, good shit.
Trying to top burger.
Try the repaint.
Top burger. Yeah, he's already on water. Oh, dead. And one top burger, 183. Burger no.
I'm whopping.
Trying to get
out. Top burger, chow.
Yo, I'm repitching this whole time.
Hold the middle. Hold play. Rails,
yeah, Clay one shot mid. Clay one shot cafe. Middle with you.
Yo, middle. Absolute. I'm on time. Stand up.
I'm stunning middle.
He didn't go top rails. He didn't go top of me.
I stunned the middle.
And low close to water. He's laying prone on the water steps.
Nated top burger.
I have top burger.
Top burger.
Top right.
Oh, middle and low left.
Heard you.
Weak win. We got 2 mid and then one
mid child dead.
Waste time.
Heard you.
One right quick. Oh, with the left.
Top cat win. Top cat win. He went back to the middle.
Dead Cav.
Climb and Gwen cat.
I'm Nate. Got one.
Nice.
Low weak.
Stay up, Kev. I'm winning in a second. I'm in a second.
Oh, they spawned. I'm waiting.
Low, Clay, hit him twice. He's on your way. He backed up.
20, low left. 20. He's coming up top burger.
Take your time. You guys can't die yet.
Holding middle. I'm just holding middle.
Heard you. I think we can try to like bait the back. Nice job.
Nice.
I'm gonna get toxin new. I'm
challenging vines.
What's the nade new?
I'm cutting up mid.
No, he's watching. Time. One shot off you. I'm gonna go rails.
I'll tell him.
That's on rails.
One shot. Pillars of bullet.
You're
looking for fucking Clay.
I'm on the time.
The bar. Last
Pillar for you. Coming up close. Find it. Two deaths.
He's blind. Blind cap right now. Backdoor cap. Yeah, you got me. Backdoor cap. Half health in cafe.
Wrapping up mid defense is good.
Alright, very good. Last time over cap.
The break's just there for the moment, but for the most part, comms on point, names being called, how many dead, where we're going, who's weak. I was like what I was here for the swap.
Yeah, I mean, but Clay just goes massive on the hill again. It feels like he's really turned up. He was on a 5-3 at P1, not able to find that truce.
So he's the one guy they couldn't find.
He was the last player. He was holding spawns down, and then it's pretty much like a 1-on-2, and he's able to win the gunfights. It needs the second player, and he's made sure Carolina are still in this.
Yeah, they're absolutely still in it, down about 40. With next hardpoint ready to go, they're on rotation. Number 8 will be Gwen. The rest of the troops got to rally behind it. Clay can't get number 5 in a row. Spawning out, trying to get back to the action will be Clay. Fellow deployment again. He's going to drop because a teammate comes through. It's Gwen that's going to hit him. So maybe a moment of panic here. Someone's going to have to go huge again, probably for Royal Ravens. Not going to happen. The break is on point. And that's just, you just don't get any of those early kills. Like, some of those transition fights as you're trying to catch Gorillas sprinting, you just get none of them.
And now they're staggered, right? They're going in 2 at a time. Fellow is the first you pick. Now TJ, now Gwen. You have to group up and wait for each other off spawn. When you don't have the close spawns, that's just what happens. You never really get a good push now towards this P4. And props to Gorillas, obviously winning those gunfights and getting that break, but Carolina have to be better in their break attempts.
Flame, 5 straight, chance maybe for a cruise. We'll see if that could be a difference somewhere as we get a bit deeper into this, but you're going to be, what, about 15 or less points away from a victory here. Here we go. You've got to be flawless now if you're Royal Ravens. Players dropping all over the place. Nobody in the hard point, at least for now. It's desperation time, and they're playing at a tempo and pace that, yeah, might leave you a little bit staggered at times, but now, okay, a moment.
Well, I think
set up and try and hold.
Cruz, I would imagine, yeah, Cruz, but Astro gets taken down. Your only player near the hill is Diamond. Yeah, so Fame is able to find one on the pinch, but you have no one near the hill to get that player. There's going to be immediate pressure, though, from LAG. I'll spawn it. Fame makes the play. Now he's got another Cruz. He's able to find one, now two, but TJ flying in with Clay.
Oh my God, I thought TJ was getting all three, but he had the help there from Clay. I thought that would be maybe the time to close this out of your Gorillas, but you still need 13 points. TJ, an absolute unit. In the final moments there to get the double and get back into it, plus damage into the third. We continue on. Fame trying for another big multi-kill, not able to come away with it. Flurry of trades. I think numbers ate up the way of Gorillas for now. So we get ready to go back into P1, our third set.
Yeah, the biggest issue for Carolina, even if they get a break, they're going to have to deal with that Cruz. Fame's on the hill for now. They only need 8 more seconds. Maybe when he comes off spawn, he calls it in, or will he even need to? I don't think so. It's a Freaky Friday. We got all 5 games. We're headed to a map 5.
Listen. Some Fridays, like,
just
it's like a meme, like on social, see, oh, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, like 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. Like, you see it, that might be the case. This is not one of those Fridays. We are going the distance in every one of our series. I mean, both teams desperately battling for a victory here for the 10 CDL points. Is 10 points to separate these two squads. And
one of those matches you, at the end of the year, you sort of circle if you're on the losing side of this as we win this or this goes differently. Maybe we are at champs. So everything now jumping down to this map 5.
And I think, God, for Carolina Royal Ravens, you said, like, it's a tough schedule. And it's a tough schedule.
Pretty sure.
These are the ones you gotta win. Yeah, I guess you could check that, make sure before I start pushing it. They've got this tough schedule, but yeah, for those that have been watching it, you've got some stretches where you don't play a lot of the top 4 teams. Some where you're playing all of them.
Yeah, I mean their next ones are New York, FaZe, Thieves, Optic.
Okay, but yeah. So you play what, 3 of the top 4 squads? So that's
Thieves is getting better.
Yeah, that is definitely one of the tougher stretches you're going to have. So you were definitely correct in that sentiment, but can they get the win here over LAG? Not going to happen there in the map 4. You said they bodied them up kind of with a 100-point plus victory the last time they played. Not going to be the case here.
And then for LAG, I mean, this could be, all right, we've survived. With those top 6s, we've gotten to this point. Like, this could just be the turnaround. Like, to tie them up at 120 points, just get some positive momentum, a W under your feet, and maybe with Flames on the team now, start to get rolling.
Yeah, because it has been so hard online for them to get any points.
Yeah.
Like, there's just been stretches that have been so brutal. I know you can say for both squads, but especially LAG. But now we get ready to go deeper. One final map on the night. It's the map 5. We're headed to a quick break. When we go back, this one decides the ball. The Champs Tracer Pack is available now. The bundle includes the Reaper Operator skin, Ripper Weapon Blueprint, Death Stare Weapon Blueprint, Cuts Deep Charm, 2 calling cards, 2 emblems, and 2 weapon stickers. Use these items in both Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Warzone. Available in store now using Call of Duty points. Welcome back. Map 5's in the story of the day. We've also had some upsets. We've had everything all over the place. The matches have become all so important as we try to qualify for the top 8 with respects to champs. 10 points separate these two teams, and 10 points the team will earn if they get the victory here. We go to 6-star search.
And as you can see, both teams didn't play a lot of it last stage. 1-1 for LAG, 0-1 for Carolina. I think you just kind of saw in the player cams, obviously a lot of focus, but just kind of looking at Clay, and he was sort of the one speaking up. Like, maybe, I don't know, it's one of those series where you're up 2-1, you're thrown to a hard point, which you just had under control in map 1, felt like you were good to go. Thinking, all right, we got this, it's done. And then you blink and you're like, uh-oh, we're in a map 5.
I was worried about the mentality like after the map 3 because it was such like a trolly weird one. Like it just, you have to like lock back in after they're kind of giggling about some of the results.
I definitely need to lock back in.
Yeah, absolutely is the case. Is this map 5 so big for both squads and pretty much a defensive front towards B right now, and mid for Gorillas will be an open bomb
slow on
plant.
this if you're LAG though. I mean,
yeah.
Well, 5 or 10 seconds are going to be off the clock before you even get into an area to start this retake. Here we go.
Fellow kind of spots for info on the big wide flank, doesn't see anything. He's checking mid as well, so everything's going up through the front. Should be the calm to the boys, and they're holding off so far. TJ action here, 20 seconds to go. TJ gets another one, massive for him in the round, but it's down to a 1 versus 1. So little time. Diamondcon has magical 1v3 Bush. I don't think he has the time to make the play this time, but my God, he's had some magnificent moments from that position, but that's TJ.
I didn't know what you were talking about at first.
Remember Diamondcon hitting that bush, then popped up and got 3? I didn't know what I was saying either.
I remember it now. But Fellow, he was sort of just a fail-safe. I mean, Carolina, they were just up there hanging out, bomb planted. That didn't start until 35 seconds left on the bomb, where that first kill for TJ was easy as could be. The nade hits, put some bullets into flames, and I mean, LAG do a good job fighting back to force a one-on-one, but you saw with Diamond, there was just no time for him to work with to even find Fellow.
Yeah, no, you've got another 10 seconds there. Who knows how it plays out? Maybe you can make another magical moment happen. Not going to happen. And that particular round, out to the water we go, as the presence is going to be towards B. One person with a mid-eye cross will be Flame, so he's going to be one trying to get information as the troops start to rally across, but Diamondcon just gets a freebie.
Well, I mean, yeah, he hit the stun. They knew TJ was there. TJ really just couldn't move when the stun hit. So now it is 2 dead quickly, make it 3, and all of a sudden it is Clay in a 1 versus 4. Great shots on the Flames, but he's gonna need a lot of help.
Oh, here they come!
Yeah. That's a little scary.
Yeah, I mean, I think he had the right idea. He's just laying there thinking they're gonna push him. Just unfortunately, the moment he like stands up, there's a rival to his forehead. But yeah, the stun hits. Well, no trophy there. Like, TJs can't do anything. You get the opening pick and pick them apart.
Yeah, so all offenses so far, just early first bloods. I mean, TJ just trying to play a bit of an off angle, right? A lot of the times, maybe we see one player down low towards B, or it's usually just sort of that player up top just spotting for info, but tries to get aggressive, instead catches a stun.
Yeah, so you get to like a cheeky little spot. It's like you don't catch a stun or an aid, you really likely get the first blood, but yeah, remember he had 4 first bloods in that game too, so despite the loss, I mean, he was definitely having an early impact. This time the rotation across from B going to be a bit quicker. You also already had Flames deep, and they're finding kills. Fame with a multi in this one. Gwyn and TJ ripped out of it. Big moment there from Fame.
Yeah, I mean, he's just playing with such confidence. We saw it in the last map. He led the way, dropped 30. It just feels like when he's playing well, the multi-kills fly on through. They do in this round. As Clay was trying to work like anything over towards A. Flames, though, does a really good job just running away as soon as Clay pops on up, and now it's just a 2v4 for the ARs.
They can get this bomb plant and get away clean. I mean, it puts them in a much better spot, but I don't know if they're going to be able to. Look at the Wolves starting to hunt. Clay thinks he has one, can't win the fight. Now so many in front of Fellow. Does he take out a second player?
I think he got 2, yeah.
He actually did get 2. So I think he centers on his forehead there with the pistol for the second. But just, I mean, it looks similar to Clay in the previous round. It's like, good luck. The whole team's sending it at you.
Just early numbers for LAG leading to these victories. You kind of had sort of a split push through A from Clay and then through mid, but when one player was trying to push through to follow TJ, I think that's when Fame just jumps up the mid stairs, able to find it, and TJ has an MCW or a rival versus that MCW spot. He just got smoked.
And I know the stats have been better for Carolina Royal Ravens. Like, they've improved in Search and Destroy, but like,
well, it's been 2 maps.
Yes, exactly.
The Rio they lost, so
it's not like they've been some godlike Search and Destroy team. They've gotten better, but it's just, yeah, it's been a couple of maps they've been solid on. Here, they are getting just destroyed. Estriel and Fame able to get 2 early on, give them the numbers. Gwyn, though, brings it back. Now to a 1 versus 1. Clay versus Flames. And Clay was born for these moments, but Flames, well, what did he have? A 1v1 clutch he was able to pull off?
1v1 and a 1v2.
True. So no stranger to that. As he did it in the map too, can he do it again here?
There's just so much time to work with, so what do both these players want to do?
And the 1v1 was against Clay, right?
They're kind of playing the same way. They're both like, hopefully this guy takes a route. They're literally doing the same thing. Just very similar play styles. Hopefully I can catch a 50-50 at timing, where this guy is hitting a flank over towards A.
Bro, and these 1v1s are the stressful ones. You had like a minute remaining on the clock, like hearts pumping.
Clay can be the more patient one. He's on defense.
True. With 20 to go, Flames making his move.
Oh man, this timing. He was just looking here.
I'm gonna be sick. Flames able to get a crossover towards B. So once again, he's gonna be able to get the plant down. Now Clay and Flames continue to dance in one of the longer 1v1s we're going to have on the year. Who's got the reads? Who's got the gunny? Here we go. Heads collide. Clay with the drop shot. And a little bit of extra love. Clay goes big in the 1 versus 1. Gets us to 2-2 in this all-important map 5.
I mean, that was literally just a 1v1 of timings. Who is going to get a better one in Flames? He's got the rival, the better weapon in that scenario, but he starts to run through mid. If he stays patient behind the bar, round's probably over. He probably catches Clay instead. Clay stayed patient and waited for the push through.
Oh, we'll see it one more time.
I mean, the hipfire hit too. Oh. It was close, man. Oh, he just snaps.
And I just like that's just one where you're thinking, I think if I have an MCW in that, I'm thinking drop shot, drop shot. Like the only way I'm winning that at close range against a rival, he knows he's got a rival. Just drop shot, drop shot, drop shot. Maybe get lost and win it, and he's able to do it. The tracking was pretty good there for Flames, considering like losing for a second, but woo! Papa Clay gets it done. Now they're going to plant here in the round 5 and play this 4-on-4 hold. Similar situation to last time where Felony had to track back in the 2 versus 2. He'll be in that position again. Like, you have kind of a 4-on-3 here for a moment.
And TJ was just hearing all the nades. Everybody was starting to cook him. Clay, though, in the smoke. He's got to try to help his teammates. TJ's going to turn this into a 2-on-2. Clay just trying to buy time. Almost gets lost, but there we go, LAG with the numbers.
And I thought, I was like, when he chowed out like through the smoke, I'm like, there was a guy on the left on the bomb,
I thought he dropped. I thought he dropped down.
I was like, I thought they were like elbow to elbow almost, and then yes, he turns like, yep, he was still there. Oh my God, a wild one. Yeah, they know Felony's the guy out watching kind of the deep flank, so they pick him up as he wraps back towards mid. You get the round victory and brush off that 1v1 loss.
Well, a nice comeback here for LAG. Just that last round, they had the numbers advantage, kind of threw that one away. Some overchells, I think, on their attack, but still have the lead. A great retake there over towards A.
See if there's any differences in the attack from Royal Ravens. I mean, they just want to hit it forward through the front of the retake is what LAG seem to want to do. We'll see if there's any adjustments from Royal Ravens as we get deeper, but just some madness there at mid, but in the madness, it seems LAG do excel. Everybody dropped outside of Fellow. He is gone, and it's back-to-back, and it's a fast one there for LAG.
I mean, it's a 2-piece from Estriel throughout all the chaos, and then a 2-piece for Diamond. They're just reading the map well. It's sort of, all right, Gwyn's here. Where's the next shot going to be coming from? He is so ready for it. On to Fellow. I mean, Estriel was so weak. You saw him just hanging out in the corner. That was another quick one where they just hit it out. But what, the first blood started with Carolina?
I think that's what's tough is like some of Carolina's success has been that. We talked about the map too. It's been that. It's been when all 8 heads collide. Those skirmishes.
They're just losing them.
When you're a struggling search team where you start to find some of your success. But yes, you're losing that. Granted, it's not like LAG had been a great search team really all the year. So they may excel in those moments as well. Team nade hits though. Estriel blown to smithereens. An angle, though, from Flames. An angle to hit some bullets, but not enough.
Does stop the plant, though. He stops the plant. I mean, you had TJ so weak. Not the best nade. But TJ's got to be careful on this bomb plant.
That was closer to him than it was the opposition, so yes, not the best.
Just does not have the angle, and it's sort of a question of where is Fame. So Fellow's playing closer this time. That is maybe the change because nobody is full flame, but TJ's going to get caught.
Yeah, that's the adjustment I was wondering if it would happen because, I mean, you've had no action if you were Fellow on the deep push through. But you just can't get this damn bomb planet. Now you're finally able to do it.
You don't have to, though. That's the thing. You have 50 seconds left.
That's true. That's true. Just trying to bait them out for those exact peaks and have gun up. But now you got it planted. Now you're in the 2 versus 2. Clay at the ice in the 1 versus 1. We'll see what he can do here. His position obviously vulnerable because he's got to worry about the mid push through. Also the other side. Can he take down one? He does. Great tracking there, but then the trade. Now another 1 versus 1. Fame. Fellow. 20 seconds on the clock. Fame holding it. Goes vertical. Spots him and plenty of time to track back. Fame with the read. Hoodie up. Round up. 5th on the board for Gorillas.
I mean, unreal read there by Fame. Just knows the player he's going up against. And I think Fellow's just got to, at this point, like, you just got to hit with the full flank. He's so focused on it time and time again where Clay has to watch mid. He's got to watch that where, luckily, he was able to find one.
Yeah, no, his shots were kind of gross.
But I think TJ, the 3-on-2, you have 50 seconds left. You don't have to plant.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. No, you're not wrong.
Just chill.
Well, I mean, when you're a struggling search team, chill might not be in the vocabulary. But one more round now, needed for LAG. You are up against it if you're Royal Ravens, and one you desperately needed to win on your trek here, maybe into the top 8. Not happening right now. Gorillas were 10 points back here, looking to be tied with you here with a victory. You got to win 4 straight now if you're Royal Ravens. Pushing up onto the point. Maybe working towards the plant will be Gorillas, but TJ's working in behind, some great damage in.
Might get this.
Kill won't do it. Nade, will it finish it? It will.
Yeah, you bomb. Flames, though, is trying to pick up that flank.
What's the timing going to be like? Okay, Fellow's able to win it. To a 2 versus 2 we go, because Gwyn dropped as well. Flames gets another. Now it's going to be all on TJ. They know where he is. He got the opener, and while he's putting shots again, 1 versus 2 now for TJ. Series on the line. Bomb planted now for LAG. TJ, work to do. Ah, God. That could have been huge. It is not. Gorillas find the kill. And it has been a weird one. It has been a weird one. All series go to map 5. A day of some upsets, and certainly a day of frustration there for Royal Ravens. Yikes.
I mean, props to LAG. Down 2-1 in the series.
Absolutely.
Dominate Vista, and then right here from the get-go. All those, similar to Rio, just all those crazy skirmishes, the chaos, they came out on top.
And despite like all your struggles for LAG in recent months, you know, you stick together this 4.
Yeah, I mean,
You're
what
riding it out.
Series for Fame.
You're riding it out in Fame. Yeah, a bomb there, especially in the map 5. Goes 10-3, nearly 2K damage. Clay's clutch early on to get him to 2-2. I thought maybe kind of a swing moment, but they don't get another round after that.
Yeah,
and yeah, every single time it was just like, let's meet in the middle. Like, you know, you've got 6 to 8 players there. It feels like LAG literally between the Rio and this one, every single one of those rounds.